You've worked hard to earn and save. Now it's time to make your money work hard for you. This is Empower Your Retirement with Frank and Frankie Guida of A Better Way Financial.
Guys, when it comes to thinking about retirement, so many of us, we do what we're supposed to do. We're diligent hard workers. We're like squirrels. We're running around. We grab our acorns. We sock them away. And it's like, okay, now back to work. Get more acorns. Bring them over here. Sock them away. So many of us, I know. And we go through this routine. And you know what we forget to do? We forget to think about the lives we want to live. Once we finally get to retirement, all of a sudden, we're 55, 60, 65. We look up. We have this $1 million over here. And it's like, okay, well, what do you want to do with it? Never thought about that.
Yeah.
So let's discuss that here and now. The lifestyle factors that we need to consider when we're planning for retirement beyond the money. How can we ensure that our retirement plan is going to align with those goals and allow us to do what we want to do?
You know, Heather, you're so right. You know, people sit there and, they plan a 1-week vacation. And they'll plan and they'll take time and they'll plan and they'll plan. Retirement is a 30-year vacation.
Yeah.
And it's not even a thought sometimes. They're just working so hard and that kind of thing, and they're not taking the time they need to. They need to think about what kind of lifestyle do I want to have in retirement?
Yeah.
Where do I want to live? What do I want to be able to do? Am I happy here? Do I want to move someplace warmer? What about my children, my grandchildren? Where does this all factor in? Do I want to, maybe be a snowbird? Do I, what is it that you want? I mean, these are thoughts that you guys, we've had folks come in here and they are, looking to do financial planning. And sometimes they never even have had the discussion until we actually sit there and kind of moderate the discussion,
sure.
Talk about, hey, what is it you want to do? And sometimes it's like they're thinking about it for the first time.
Yeah, and it's really cool to see when that happens, because it's like sometimes the other spouses, they don't even know what they're talking about. They're like, wait a second, this is what you wanted the retirement to be? I had no idea.
Yeah, it's true.
And so having that conversation in a safe environment and just talking about, well, what do you want to get out of your retirement? What do you think is going to be fulfilling? And it is true. A lot of people don't think about it until they're retired. They're thinking, all right, well, I'll think about it when I get retired. And then they retire and they're like, well, I don't really know what I want.
But then the thing that really makes it stick is they have to do the financial plan. Mm-hmm. Because the financial plan then says to them, okay, if you want to retire at this time, this is how much you can live on after taxes with inflation factored in so that your income grows each year and you still don't run out of money. Now they have, a really close idea of what they can live on. And that makes a world of difference, because then they can really plan it out, and they can say, this is what I can live on. What are the things that I can...
And that's way better than just saying, you know what, I think I can retire. I heard of that 4% rule or whatever, and I'm just going to try to retire and see what happens. That's not what you want to do. Because even if you're not looking to retire today, even if you're looking to retire in a few years, well, having that plan drawn out and seeing how is everything looking can really make a big difference, because then you'll know, all right, well, I'm very confident that I can retire when I'm planning to retire. And I'll know how much income I'm going to be able to get in my retirement to be able to accomplish some of the things. So It's important to have that conversation. It's important to start to think about, well, what do I want to do in retirement? I'm going to get 30 to 40 to 50 hours a week back to do what I want to do. How am I going to spend that time? What do I want to do with that time? Am I going to volunteer? Am I going to give back to the community? What does it look like? Am I going to travel more? Am I going to spend more time with the grandkids or the family members? What does that look like? How is my health? How can that affect things? Do I want to maybe go on more trips early in the retirement because I know my health's likely going to be better then, rather than planning for it 10, 15, 20 years down the road? What kind of legacy do I want to leave? What do you want your home to look like? A lot of people spend a lot more time at home because they're not working as much. So do they want to do renovation projects? How does that look for their home? Do they want to get a vacation home, get out of the freezing cold in the wintertime? What does it look like for you? Start to think about this stuff. And this is what we talk about during our information gathering meeting, during our discovery meeting. We want to discover what does your retirement look like so that we can help build it together and collaborate to help you build your dream retirement. And so we discuss it. We discuss, well, if you want to buy a condo, or if you want to upsize, or if you want to downsize, you want to snowbird, you want to travel, we want to make sure it's included in that plan so that you can know with confidence, okay, I can do those things that I want to do. And as those circumstances change, maybe you want to do something else, we can update it accordingly. So that's really, really key when it comes to retirement planning, because it's not a one and done thing. Mm-hmm. It's something that's going to change all the time. Tax laws change, inheritance laws change. You might be like, you know what? I don't like this retirement thing. I think I want to get a part-time job. Well, that can change too. So, So as these changes happen, you want to make sure that your plan is continually getting updated. And so you want to have an advisor who's utilizing financial planning software and having that implemented within the plan so that you can make sure that as these changes happen, you're going to be in a good situation. And so we utilize that financial planning software, look into something called Monte Carlo simulations that show basically how the market does if the markets do well, how they do if the market does poorly, and how they do if the market performs in the middle. And we want to make sure that your portfolio works even if the market performs poorly. So come on in and we'll be able to invite you in for a complimentary retirement roadmap where we're going to be able to start with that discovery meeting and get to really learn about you and help you design your dream retirement together. So all you have to do is give us a call for that. If you're 55 and older and you've saved $500,000 or more for your retirement, give us a call right now. We're offering this to the next 5 callers at 610-440-3722. Again, this is complimentary to you, no obligation. All you have to do for that retirement roadmap is give us a call. It's 610-440-3722 or find us online at abetterwayfinancial.com.
It's almost the exact situation that happened to that couple that came in. Remember, they were both about 64 years old. They had saved a nice amount. They saved about $4 million for retirement. Mm-hmm. They wanted $120,000 in income. And they wanted a beautiful condo, too. This is not your normal condo. This was a nice condo.
They wanted to see the possibilities. They wanted to say, all right, well, you know, we like to travel to Maine, and we want to see if we can get a nice condo up there. And I said, all right, well, how nice a condo we're thinking? I don't know, maybe 500,000, something like that.
Maybe $1 million.
And I was like, okay. They're like, but we don't want to mess up the retirement plan. We don't want to break the budget. Sure. We want to make sure that we're not going to run out of money. And I said, all right, well, let's run the numbers. Let's see what we can do. And we showed them that utilizing our financial planning, they were in a position where they needed about $120,000 of income per year, about $10,000 of income per month to live on every single month. And so we said, all right, well, let's see what it looks like if we were to increase that income and if we were to purchase a condo as well. And so we were excited to be able to show these scenarios, and we showed them that they could actually still go up from $120,000 to $164,000, an extra $44,000 of income per year to spend on the condo. You know, travel costs back and forth. I'm sure there's extra costs associated with the new place, and they were able to get $1 million condo in cash.
In cash.
They wanted to.
In cash. They were able to buy $1 million condo and still increase their income. Mm-hmm. That is exciting.
Yeah, and I said, look, maybe you don't want $1 million condo. Maybe it's $750. Maybe it's $500. But if it's less than this, that's only going to make the situation work out better for you guys. You guys have done such a wonderful job saving, and our job is to just make sure that you're getting the most out of it. If you have goals, if you have dreams and desires, we want to bring those to life. We want to show you that it is possible with the planning that we can do. So come on in, and we're going to be able to develop one of these complimentary retirement roadmaps for you and show you, learn about what are your goals and help you to be able to try to make them come to life for you. All you have to do is give us a call at 610-440-3722 or find us online at abetterwayfinancial.com. And then we showed him the alternative options. We said, well, if you don't need the condo or don't want the condo, here's the trade-off. Instead of it being $44,000 more per year that you can live on, you can actually have $84,000 more per year, but an extra $40,000 more instead of getting that condo, or $7,000 more than you're spending per month, and still have a really strong probability of success in your retirement years. So with that extra money, you could spend traveling, you could spend gifting it to the kids, the grandkids, and doing the types of things that you wanted to do that maybe you weren't able to do while you were working. And so we were able to show them what that looked like and have that extra $84,000 of income coming in each year for them if that was their desire. So showing them their options, showing them their opportunities, and really being able to do the same thing for you, showing you what it could look like for your personalized complimentary retirement roadmap. Just give us a call and we'll be able to put one of those together for you. That number to dial, 610-440-3722. If you're 55 and older and you've saved $500,000 or more for your retirement, give us a call right now at 610-440-3722 for your complimentary retirement roadmap. That number is 610-440-3722. Or find us online at abetterwayfinancial.com.
Thanks for listening to Empower Your Retirement with Frank and Frankie Guida. To learn more, visit abetterwayfinancial.com.
By contacting us, we'll review aspects of your retirement portfolio to include suggestions about how best to utilize estate, tax, and retirement planning strategies and other financial services, or if changing management styles is appropriate for your specific needs and objectives. Exposure to ideas and financial vehicles discussed should not be considered investment advice or recommendations to buy or sell any financial vehicle. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Investments can fluctuate and when redeemed may be worth more or less than when originally invested. A Better Way Financial is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency. Annuity guarantees rely on the financial strength and claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Any client experiences discussed during this show are unique to that client, and they are not meant to imply or suggest you will experience the same results. Advisory services offered through A Better Way Financial. Insurance offered through licensed professionals at A Better Way Financial. Pennsylvania Insurance License number 301779.